friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to share some tips for using the OnePlus 7T camera. So OnePlus 7T comes with upgraded triple camera setup. We have a 48 megapixel sensor. There is also ultra wide angle camera. There is telephoto lens which has 2x optical zoom and selfie camera as well with the notch. Now we in this video will specifically talk about some of the tips you can try out on the OnePlus 7T camera UI. So opening up the camera UI, you can see that there are three options at the bottom. One is for ultra wide angle mode, then we have the regular mode, and then we have the 2x optical zoom. So these are the three modes available. So based on that you can toggle from ultra wide angle mode to the regular 1x mode or the 2x mode, which is using the telephoto lens. Now one of the new features of the OnePlus 7T which is not available in the OnePlus 7 or the 7 Pro is that the macro mode. So if you see on the top right corner, you can see there is a macro mode, so which is now not enabled right now. So if you just hit this icon, you can see that super macro mode is enabled. Get closer to take macro photos. So this means you can take macro photos, that means extreme close-up images up to 2.5 centimeter. That's really impressive performance. We also done a camera review where we had showed the super macro mode. So here are some samples taken from the super macro mode. So you can enable it from the top right corner. Next option is the 48 megapixel mode. So this device has a Sony's IMX580 sensor with the 48 megapixel mode. So when you want to enable the 48 megapixel mode, which means you get high resolution images almost close to 15 megabytes. So if you just swipe up the top, you can see the Pro mode. So just select the Pro mode, and in the Pro mode we have these options. You know that all the options. Here we can see that there is a JPEG option, so just select JPEG, and here you can see that there is an option called JPEG 48 megapixel, and RAW mode is also supported. So just select JPEG 48 megapixel, and now images are taken in the 48 megapixel mode, or rather 48 megapixel is the picture size, and this will be close to 15 megabytes. So we'll just click one picture, and here we'll just show you the size. So there you go, details. So you can see almost 12 MB in size, so it's pretty large size. So that's the 48 megapixel mode on this device. Now next let's go to the video recording. So if you swipe from the bottom, you can see the video recording. Now some important things about the video recording is that there is ultra wide angle camera and 2x telephoto lens, both support recording. So you can see here you can go to video recording and enable these options and record the video. Now thing is that you can see in the regular mode, you can see 1080p resolution as well as 4K recording, both at 60 and 30 fps is supported. But if you look at the wide angle camera, or rather ultra wide angle camera, 4K is supported, but you can see that 4K at 60 fps is not supported. So both the telephoto lens and the wide angle camera, or rather the ultra wide angle camera, supports 1080p and 4K both at 30 fps only, and not at 60 fps. So in case you want to record videos with 4K in ultra wide angle camera, you can actually do that. Just select this, and you can see that now it's recording in 4K. So now you can see that the telephoto lens does not support 4K, it's just 1080p resolution. So if you select 1080p, you can see that telephoto is supported. So telephoto does not have the 4K support, only 1080p is supported here. Now there is something called as super stabilization. So you can see that this hand icon can be enabled, and this will bring you super stabilization mode. And in super stabilization mode, you can record videos only in 1080p resolution. So if you want extremely stable footage from the rear camera, this is the option to go, the super stable mode. So just select this and you can enable the super stable mode. So that option is not available for the telephoto lens and also the wide angle camera. It's available only for the regular camera. Now if you go to the portrait mode, you can see that if you're taking portraits of one person, you can use this mode. If there are multiple people, you might want to select this mode, wherein you can select portraits for multiple people. That's another useful option. Then we already know the nightscape mode, which gets you really great photos, so don't forget to use the night mode when there is extremely low light conditions. Then you also get the slow motion mode. Slow motion is supported in 1080p resolution at 240 fps and 720 in 480 fps. So these two things are supported. Then in case you take a lot of ultra wide angle captures, make sure you have enabled this option, that's ultra wide lens correction is enabled. Otherwise it might be too much distortion will be there. So wide angle lens correction can be enabled. So in case you are using ultra wide angle camera a lot, make sure you enable this option. So those are the tips you can try out when using the OnePlus 7T camera. Some of these features might not be available in other OnePlus devices, especially the macro mode. So you might want to try out the macro mode to get extreme close-up or macro shots. So that's it for this video. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.